Otto, great seeing you again. Last time I see you actually was in our gym doing a bit of pads.
Yeah, that was about a year ago, right? I was sparring Chisora when he was gonna fight Fury.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so about a year ago.
Yeah, so
it was a good time.
I've had the pleasure of taking you and Anthony Joshua both on the pads actually. So yeah, it's fantastic that you two are actually now getting it on, and it's good that you're getting the opportunity because you're one of those guys that's like the avoided guy of the heavyweight division. Southpaw, slippery, putting an unbelievable performance against Fury, and maybe that's what has kept the other top heavyweights away.
Right, I think so. I did really well with Fury, then I had a couple of good wins on Showtime after that, and then it's been 2.5 years when I've been getting no fights really. I was gonna fight Dillian Whyte one time, and he pulled out 10 days before that fight. And so it feels really good to have this coming up, and I'm just excited about it. Coming off a good win against Gassiev about a month ago in Turkey, so it's really nice that this is happening now.
When did you find out that this was actually happening? Because this all seems to have been put together very, very quick. I mean, it was like at the weekend we were talking about, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is there going to be a press conference? And all of a sudden, bang, Monday we're here and it's happening. When did you find out?
It's really unbelievable how they are able to put together this card in like a week. I can't believe it. I mean, Joshua, Wilder, me, Parker, all these other guys. It's just amazing. And then, we got the call about a week ago. We got the call, Joe Lima, manager, got the call, of course, and she talked to me about it. We had a couple options, but we felt like this is a really good one, makes the most sense. And so we were going back and forth, me and Jolene, and with Joshua's side, of course, and we made a deal in maybe 2 days, I think.
And listen, you and Joshua have got a history. You've boxed together as amateurs a couple of times. I mean, what did you take from that?
That was good fights. It was close fights. Amateurs a little bit different. I lost close decisions, but it was a long time ago. We were just starting out, both of us, and a lot has happened since. So,
what do you make of Anthony Joshua now? Like, as in the current Anthony Joshua, do you think there's psychological damage? Do you think there's confidence issues? What do you take from it? Where do you see Anthony Joshua right now?
I think he's physically the same, but mentally he's just. I think he has too much pressure. It's got to be hard being him, to be honest. People like to criticize him, and he really seems to take that to heart, and he has a hard time with that. He's scared of losing, I think, and so now when you see him fight, it's more that he's fighting not to lose than to win.
Do you think
when he was coming up, he was aggressive, was knocking people out, but he doesn't have the confidence to do that now.
Sure. I mean, do you think that's unfair criticism? Considering the journey that he's been on.
I think so. I think so. I think he's done great for himself. He's been a unified heavyweight champion, a big star here in England, and coming, from humble beginnings, and you can't really put him down. I think he's done really well, and he deserves everything that he's done. But his time is coming to an end, unfortunately, and this is a sport. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, and I'm going to be the one to win this one.
Sure. I mean, this is a huge card on December the 23rd. Deontay Wilder is also on this bill. There's a lot of talk of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder next time out. How do you rip up that script?
Honestly, I'm not sure that fight is going to happen, especially after this fight. I'm going to beat Joshua. We see what happens with Parker and Wilder. You don't know. Maybe Parker can put it off there. You will never know. Parker just fought. Wilder hasn't fought in a long time, I think, over a year, I believe. So it's too early to talk about that fight. They gotta get through this first, and Joshua won't get through me.
Sure, I mean that is like you say, it's a potential banana skin for Joshua. Are you surprised actually that he took you as an opponent, knowing your background? He knows what you're like, and like you say, you are an avoided guy in that heavyweight division. Are you surprised actually that the team decided to pick you?
I am surprised, but the thing that's making it is that I'm coming off the win against Gassiev, and that earned me the second spot with the IBF. So I'm ranked number 2 with the IBF. And the number 1 guy is Hrgovic, and there's some rumors that title is going to become vacant. And if that would have happened, I would have fought Hrgovic for that title. So Joshua wants my spot to be able to fight for the title.
Sure. I mean, all the top heavyweights are boxing on this card. Deontay Wilder against Joseph Parker. How do you see that one going as well? Like you say, Wilder's been inactive. Parker looked good last time out. How do you see it?
Yeah, I mean, Wilder's been inactive. It's got to be over a year since he's fought. I think it was Hellenius his last fight.
Yeah.
Right, knocked him out in one round. And before that, I don't think he had fought in very long either. So
I think he's fought 2 or 3 times in 4 years or so.
Right. And he's getting older. He's got to be 37 or something.
39, I believe.
39. Yeah. You see, he's almost 40. So it all depends. I mean, he has the power to knock anybody out, and he can. I mean, he is the favorite probably in that fight. But Parker can give him a good fight. But Parker's shorter guy, so he's got to be aggressive and really take it to him. And it's easier said than done when you have a big puncher like Wilder. But to beat him, you got to go some places that, to win, you got to really let it all hang.
Sure. I mean, look, it's great that, the heavyweights now, we're getting the fights that we wanted to see, all these big fights. We've been talking about for 2 or 3 years that have not materialised because of, the politics of the sport and fights falling through for one reason or another. Now, the Saudis have got involved. I believe the next 12 months are going to be really interesting because I think that we're going to get the fights that we want to see.
It's amazing. I mean, I can't believe they put together a show like this in 1 week. Different fighters, everything. And I think this is great for boxing. It's really going to do a lot, I think. And this is what the sport need. And we got to all fight each other. And I think it's great.
Sure. I mean, biggest opportunity of your career comes on December the 23rd against Anthony Joshua. Otto Wallin rips up the script and wins that fight. Where do you see yourself in the next 12 months or so? You think you're there or thereabouts for this world title shot?
Yeah, I mean, I beat Joshua. I got to fight one of Usyk and Fury, whoever is the champion. I'm going to be in line for that. So that's what I'm going for.
Who wins that fight, by the way, Usyk Fury?
I think that Fury, I still have him as the favorite. I think that he didn't look great last time out, but he's a very good fighter, Fury. He's a big guy, bigger than Usyk. But Usyk is going to give him a good fight, I think.
Sure.
And at the same time, Usyk, his last fight, he really got knocked out by Dubois. I felt like that was a legal blow that Dubois hit him with, and he was just on the floor complaining about it. And the referee, I think, did a terrible job telling Usyk to take more time. I mean, I've never seen that before. That can't be legal. That's got to be illegal. And I didn't understand it. I felt like the referee did a terrible job, and Usyk, he didn't look too good when he did that. And
Sure.
You see other fights, I was studying the Gassi fights, complaining about body shots and stuff. And I think that's his weakness, Usyk. And Fury knows that. And Fury's a pretty good body puncher.
Listen, you shared the ring with Tyson Fury. What are his strengths? How good actually is Tyson Fury? Is he? You was a whisper away from beating him. A lot of people felt that fight should have been stopped. Really bad cut over his eye. He was fortunate not to get stopped in that fight. But how good is Tyson Fury?
Fury's a very good fighter. I think he's the best heavyweight out there. He's a very good fighter. At the same time, I don't think he's a Floyd Mayweather or Andre Ward. I think that he's a good fighter, but he's there to be beat also.
Sure, brilliant. Well, listen, looking forward to seeing you on the 23rd. I'm sure we're going to see you and talk to you a lot more before then. Otto, thanks for your time.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Cheers.